Hey everybody,
alive.
Welcome back to Block 8 of the Cultivation Jam live stream. I'm your host Shibanya, and real quick, let's run down the line just in case somebody just tuned in to watch their game. Who are all these people?
I'm Colin. I'm a game developer and recently full-time indie that used to work on Darkest Dungeon with Shibanya.
I'm Dylan, and like Backstreet, I am back. And I make films and other things.
I'm Hempuli. I'm a game developer known for making games. And hello.
All games. He's known for making every game.
Every game.
If you play the game,
The one and only game
responsible.
designer.
That's right. And we're here on the final block of Cultivation Jam playing your games. Colin, I believe you are the judge of this block.
Yep.
So I hope everybody got their bribes in. So you go right in.
I'll be accepting them until midnight tonight.
I slipped
That's
in
right.
20 while we were on break. I didn't even make a game for this jam.
Yeah. I just take,
But I'm gonna
I take
win.
bribes for anything, to be honest.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Always toss money to everybody for no reason.
Yeah.
The first game on our list is Desertification by Team Wall Heat, and that's a browser game, so I'm going to pull that up on stream here. And I don't know if anybody can hear it, but in the background, my cat Chrissy is complaining very loudly because I'm not paying attention to her.
I since you brought it up, I do need to mention that I am resisting with all of my might, not just saying kitty every time the cat meows. So.
Well, she can't hear you, so you can say all you like. Alrighty. Got some nice little cute music going on here. Always check out the
I'm
settings
quite curious.
before.
I'm quite curious to see how you're going to play this one.
Let's see. Oh, I can't remap the controls. Okay, we're gonna switch back to right-handed mousing for this. Move my mouse the other side of the keyboard. All right, so rotate objects. Okay, west, Q to turn, rotate arm.
I don't think you need to move the camera too much, actually, if I remember correctly.
It does seem like you can just get it in a comfortable spot, and
Yeah, once you kind of set it where you're comfortable, you can keep it.
oh man, physics stuff like that just for me is just such an easy. I just love it so much. I love it.
It's fun to just like explode these things.
Yeah.
Exploding is what all good cultivation requires.
And
But-
speaking of feedback, sorry not to interrupt you, but
Nope.
that's excellent feedback, and we've been the last few games actually have had really good feedback systems.
All right. This appears to be a yurt.
Yeah, so I don't know how much help you want from my part,
Well, let's let me flail
or
around
do
a
I
little
just
bit.
let you go?
I'll flail around, and then when I inevitably get stuck, I'll ask you for help.
Is this your game, Colin?
No,
It's
no,
in his block.
but it's one in the bracket that I was judging.
Ah,
Okay, so it appears I need to... Oh, there's a shop. I have 22 gold. So I cannot buy a pot. So, let's see. This is risky because I'm not sure what can actually be planted in this. Can I plant this? Item missing. Not tilled. Okay.
Tills.
That's an axe. Okay. That's one thing I'd suggest to anybody trying to do a day-night cycle, at nighttime you don't actually need to make it dark. You can just put like a blue filter on it, Like, if I do dark scene in my games, I don't actually make it a dark scene. I just tint the scene blue, and it looks like it's dark. People feel like it's dark, and it doesn't actually have to be dark, so you can actually like see what's going on. It's a little frustrating. It's nighttime, and I cannot actually see what the heck is going on.
Yeah, get a similar thing in film a lot, where for dark or nighttime scenes, it's just lit to be cool colors. Or edited to cool colors in post. In the case of Mad Max Fury Road, where everything was filmed in bright burning sunshine, but half the movie takes place at nighttime.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
I don't remember specifically, but it didn't come out as being weird at the time I watched it, so...
Oh no, it other than the fact that everyone is squinting, it looks perfectly fine.
That moon is bright tonight. Yeah.
The desert is encroaching. I still haven't figured out how to plant anything.
Yeah, so maybe I can jump in
go
real
ahead
quick.
and help me now.
Yeah, you start with no items. On the right there, you've got your inventory essentially.
Uh-huh.
And so you need to buy a bunch of those seed packets beforehand, and specifically the ones that go in the ground that way are those seed packets, and you need to...
Let me see if I can start
I
over.
think you need to full refresh the...
Oh, yeah. Oh, that even just, locked the whole application. Oh, wait. It's in a browser. Sorry. I was like, oh, where's the window? No, it's in the browser. I still have to refresh.
Yeah.
All right, let's try that again. Yeah, it was a little tricky figuring out, like, oh, what can I do? Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it seems like this actually is kind of irrelevant. I just need to... Oh, growing. 3 seconds. Or maybe I don't want to kill all the wood. Does the wood do anything to, like, stop the encroaching sand?
Yeah, so from... any of those plants essentially will stop the desertification.
Mm-hmm.
And so and it's coming from every direction. Your goal is essentially to try and make a perimeter of plants around your house so that it stops. It gives you time to keep cultivating stuff. I'll be super honest, I gave this a lot of tries and I never got very far. So maybe I was missing something myself. Because there's definitely a really serious time box with the desert coming in that.
Okay, so I spent my monies on a seed, but my inventory says I have 0 seeds.
Yeah, so I think you've planted it in the middle there.
Oh, I see.
Ah, yes.
So I use the shortcuts 1 to 5 to kind of select those main things, and I think you tab in it, or if you press it again, I think it cycles through them. I forget. But there was a way to kind of quickly go through there. I think if you put water around your plants that already exist, that kind of
it seems to irrigate
makes their area better for the halting the desert there, but I'm not 100% sure.
So, excuse me. So, what I'm seeing here is this is our future in the next 15 years fighting climate change.
It's futures now.
We were talking about Mad Max earlier, right? Like this. Yep.
I do like the visual effect of how the desert is encroaching. The cubes, some sort of mathematical function, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Voxely.
I think it's once they reach them, like they start from, let's say, the bottom, I guess, and then it's like every turn they grow a little bit, or every so often they grow a bit, and once they're maxed out, I think then they infect like their neighbors.
It seems good. Oh my.
The water actually won't stop the desert.
That's interesting.
You've succeeded in building a moat. However,
cannot stop
the sand can fill in and cross moats.
Perhaps that's the lesson that we're taking away here. That was cute. Let's see. What have we got next? We've got Wonder Garden by Solanum Team. Let's see what that is.
I
I'm
do
expecting this
wonder.
garden to be pretty wondrous. If it's not, false advertising.
Yeah, if it's a ponder garden, not having
No
any
pond.
of that.
Yeah. Hate it when I order a wonder garden and get a ponder garden. I'm gonna leave a bad review.
2 stars on Yelp.
Yeah. Why is it capturing Discord? That's. It did that earlier. I don't know why it does that.
So
That's
funny.
really annoying. Damn it, OBS. Could you stop? Okay, I had to change to a different capture method that I'd never had to do with OBS before, but maybe we'll have a better time now. All right, Wonder Garden. Interesting. It's got its own little cursor. Your grandma is sending you some old notes and garden stuff. I remember in my days, gardening brought me many good things, but I don't remember what those seeds are anymore. Sorry, dear, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Maybe you can even get some good artifacts for your home. Love, Grandma. Because Grandma's always talking about artifacts. Use mouse to drag
Grandmas
the
love
button.
artifacts.
Oh, yeah. That's why they always work in DevOps. Anyway, sorry. Use mouse, click book for hints, click time skip when you're ready. Great, okay. Hmm. So it appears perhaps by what you plant, you might get something different. Let me check that again. In the Garden of Love, you'll see lots and lots of bumblebees. The burning passion goes ahead, painting everything a nice red, even if one may not fit. Love and care can help quite a bit. Let's see. Each riddle hints to one combination of plants and where they go list. Okay, hover over the plant to see information about it. A dry plant in the second state was planting in the wrong spot. Okay. I'm not going to remember any of this.
No, yeah.
Bit of a running
It's
theme.
basically these are basically riddles where
Yeah.
you have to kind of deduce a combination of plants that you place in certain areas that
Yeah.
I would presume need to check those boxes, right? So
It said hover for tooltips, but I guess once it's already planted. Oh, I see.
There's quite a lot here. Thanks for not labeling them other than their color, Grandma.
yeah.
What is this? Oh, that's
That's
fertilizer. I see.
Fertilizer. Okay. Oh, I see. It's like a tree and an up arrow.
State final. Interesting. Oh, can't plant the same thing twice.
So a red fruit and a little red fruit. Well, I don't remember any of the riddles, so let's just throw it at the wall, see what sticks.
Yep. Seems you can only plant each thing once. So,
Yeah, probably until the time skip is my assumption.
although I suppose it's
When you click the time skip button, it goes 2 years into the future, and we see how all the characters have grown.
The plants' relationships with each other.
Yeah.
they're gonna get stuck in a love triangle. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, it's
You can finally get S rank support on somebody.
Oh, it's not liking that.
the summer arc begins.
Oh my.
Oh, that's a lot of options for. Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah. So, quite daunting from the outset, but a lot of options.
Yes, yes. Only one was done correctly. It's a piece of root. Beige capsule. So I'm going to learn from my mistakes. Oh, by basic, it actually meant basic pH.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I also thought that. I was wondering if I missed that in other games where it's just like basic fertilizer, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's get this. And because I think there's a basic fertilizer in Stardew Valley.
But that makes me wonder, is it actually, high pH soil, or do they actually just being like, this is ordinary fertilizer?
Not doing too hot.
Oof.
So that's tricky. So you have to.
I like the sign that like pH over
Yeah.
7 or below 7. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to like.
There's a bit of a kerning issue there with the.
Oh, it
Yeah.
It
appears.
looks like PHK kind of, but
yeah.
Interestingly, in
Also,
stage 3, it
My
appears
sense
like.
of realism is completely broken by the sign being tilted, but the text not being tilted.
yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
It appears in the state I can't actually do anything except water things because it won't let
Yeah,
me
the
apply
last phase you
fertilizer.
can only just water.
Hmm.
That I've seen anyways.
Summon a random spirit,
Alright,
no
let's try
artifact.
that again.
So it's actually weird because you haven't gotten any of the 3. I have taken notes if you want these on if you want combinations, but you'll need to. I know like which combination for each seed.
Very
but
nice. Very thorough.
But I had numbered them. I don't have the seed number because if you once you've kind of gotten them to successfully grow, I guess the label changes, which I thought was nice.
Oh, that is nice.
But then I don't have the original names for for some of these. So I was like, so I have like the finished product, and we'll have to figure out what. But it's a combinatorial thing, right? Like there's just it's like I spent maybe way too much time on this where I was like, okay, I'm gonna try seed 1 in position 2 or whatever, and then I'm gonna try basic fertilizer, water soluble. Okay, it doesn't like the acidic one. Let's try another one, right?
Although it's well as you
Oh,
have
yeah.
to get it
Game
right
made 50
twice.
hours of my life.
Yeah, it's like I've got
Like
a
a-
spreadsheet and yeah,
Mastermind with plants.
yeah, pretty much.
Just give water soluble.
It was just-
Yeah. Well, that's how I did it, actually. I was just like, okay, it's great. We're going to do 1 to 6. We're all going to give you water soluble. It's what happens, right? And you haven't noticed, maybe, I'm not sure if you noticed, but there's basically 3 areas, right? So the
Yeah,
first
there's-
2 are
Yeah,
kind of
there's
sunny.
By the
The other ones are
river,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Which I was like, oh no, that's another combination, right? So it's like option 1 to 3. And then,
Yeah. Because I saw like there was one plant where I planted it in the sunny area and it didn't like it. I just planted it in the shade,
Yeah.
it didn't like it. So therefore, it must want to be over there.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to try one, so the first one, if you want to plant the first seed, and you can plant it in the shade. Oh, too late. All right. If the grab the topmost seed, the
Wait, it matters even within that zone?
no, it's so long as it's within the zone, it should be fine. And I think actually from my understanding, you can actually plant them anywhere as long as you have the right fertilizer on them.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And it also seems like even if you planted it in the right spot, if you put the wrong fertilizer on it, it's a moot point.
It'll die. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's almost this it doesn't matter if you water or not.
I think it doesn't let you progress unless you've watered, but I've always watered.
So it really seems like only the second round actually matters.
Yeah, you should try and put organic and inorganic fertilizers are the ones that I've had the most success with. But I put organic on most of them.
fertilizer for organic or inorganic
Nah, none of them like it.
beings.
Let's grow some robots.
Oh, well, actually, the fact that they're in that state doesn't matter. There's no like middle state that I've seen that's fine, but maybe it's just I never hit the proper things. 'Cause... Oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, so there was something. I don't know if I downloaded the thing on mine or not, but mine would you would time skip, and then you'd see basically flowers or whatever, and then you'd have to time skip again to get the kind of summoning.
Well, I'm deliberately playing the builds that were submitted, like the builds that were up at the close of submissions.
Yeah. That's
So you may have gotten a later build.
But I never got the riddle. I got it to the point where I had all 12 plants that I could consistently get them to reach the end. And then I tried 3 or 4 times to get the riddle thing, which made most sense to me.
Oh, that's a cute mushroom.
I like this mushroom.
Annoying thing is, it seems like the riddle didn't have much bearing on the actual mechanics, but I'm sure that could be workshopped. It's a little too tricky for my poor streamer brain.
Yeah. My problem with the game is that you have zero information, and so it's basically trial and error, and it's such a long amount of time to try that it becomes hard to warrant continuing. And I was hoping the payoff was really cool, so that's why I spent so much time. And I just kind of hit a wall with that ending there, and I was like, oh, that's unfortunate. I'd love to see what the spirits were supposed to be.
Speaking of love,
yes,
I love this little bouncing dinosaur.
What I don't love is that it locks my cursor in the window, which is very similar to the reason why I dislike full screen, as it makes it hard for me to switch around. But this is MEMA, Monster Emergency Management Agency by Team Big Shroom. Yeah, this is really cute. Great presentation so far. I love the highlighting the important words. Mushroom Steve.
There's the household items.
What are the controls? I don't know how to attack.
I think the arrows, ASDW. I think ASDW are what move you, and then left, right, I think, are clubbing.
See. Yeah. Conveniently telling me death in Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, so we did a group watch of Yu Yu Hakusho recently. In the story arc, the Sensui arc, where they're playing the Game Master, there's a bit about how the Game Master, he takes on the role of a character in a game. Whatever happens in the game happens in real life. So they have this bit where he didn't realize he took the role of a character who has to die, and so they just focus on she over and over. While they, in the English version, the voice acting repeats, dead, dead, dead. It's great. Highly recommended. Everybody watch your hockey shows. It's, you only attack horizontally. It's so tricky.
Yeah.
All right. Off in our pursuit of household goods. Oh, my.
Oh, a knight. Oh, he's adorable.
Fuck.
Oh!
That's not... You die in one hit.
Yeah, it's rough.
Oh, press 1, 2, or 3 to buy max HP. Okay, I need more HP. I'm pressing 1. But I'm not getting it.
Yeah, it's because if you look at the top right, that's your inventory for these. And that's actually something that took me way too long to figure out, because I was like, I'm never getting the freaking potions, because I was expecting them to drop. But it's actually, if you do the next stage, and if you beat them...
fuck!
Oh. Well, I mean, if you just die, there's not much to... But yeah.
It's very unforgiving.
Yeah, absolutely. The second they touch your pixels, I guess. See, now you've got 5 of that blue one, and so you can upgrade one of the things.
I feel like you could have let us start with 3 at least. That's but...
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it's going to be a higher cost every time.
Yeah, it's already at 25.
Yeah. Dang.
And you have multiple SKUs, so you can, right there, you upgraded your health. I think whenever you go back up, that heals you, but it also resets the tower. But you maintain your money, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So
Right, because
you
right
keep
now
doing
what
that up and down.
I'm
you can-
grinding for.
Grind.
Yeah.
That's a cute design, and the hitting motion is cute. But that is tricky. You have to position yourself just so, and you cannot let them hit you. I don't know, grindy roguelite.
There you go.
All right, give me one of them. Sweet.
Oh, sold out of health. Got
Oh
3
my!
hits.
So you get 3 max. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's super unforgiving.
It's a good thing that we got Shivanya playing.
Oh,
The
good.
master of video games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you want someone to be good at video games, of course I'm the one to call.
Of course.
Bad at video games? No, of course not. Ah, jeez.
Ooh.
Did you see the reach on that guy?
Yeah.
That's not cool. Damn it!
Oh,
Jeez.
He's got health to
for
boot.
For fuck's
Yeah.
sake. Did these people even play their game? Ah, fuck.
So I can give you a trick,
Okay, give me a trick.
and this is a trick I found after seeing that screen way more than I should have.
The
maybe.
trick is
But-
called Get Good.
They'll trigger the area at which they swing their weapon.
Yeah.
Is that you're actually pretty far away if you're above their head, basically.
Yeah.
So I usually go in a way that I kind of cut from the top.
Yeah, I saw those. You
kinda-
gotta get out of the arc of their weapon. Although that's annoying when you cannot actually attack downward.
No, exactly. So you have to have them waste their move, and they have a small cooldown before they can attack again. And
Oh
so
man.
they,
This is
they
Dark
swing and miss,
Souls.
and then you get to kind of bash them
Oh goodness.
repeatedly for a little while.
Oh damn
and
it.
then...
good old NES difficulty.
Oh yeah, it's violent.
I mean, I've already been hit. I might as well just start over.
Yeah.
I wonder, can you, like, just run to the exit?
Oh yeah, I guess I could.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess there's no real
No,
reason
you
to fight
can't.
these guys. Oh, you can't?
Not until they're all dead. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Some sort of visual indication would be nice.
Yeah, you can't
Ah,
even
fuck.
exit either.
Cheap bat. Oh yeah, his swing goes down, not up.
Yeah, from the top there. Yeah.
Ah fuck.
Ooh!
Yeah, it's super
Wow.
twitchy.
That's too bad, because it's such a cute-looking game and cute-looking animations, but this is way too hard for me.
Yeah. It's, so I'll
It's-
just say ahead of time.
Mhm.
There's there are ogres that come after the knights, which are bigger and they swing clubs.
Oh,
And their clubs
goodness.
do 2 damage, which is just like why?
I'm done.
Like,
Great game, very cute. I don't want to play it anymore.
after the boss monster that takes almost a whole screen and swings a sword and a
Oh my
360.
goodness! I'm
and that's
impressed you
just-
made it that far.
I did not beat that boss, but yeah, it was just like you end up getting kind of the trick of hitting that little zone at the 45 degree
Yeah.
upwards of their heads, but yeah, it's at the end I was just like fuck, okay, again,
Yeah, it's just I think something that's frustrating to me is feeling like I lost for reasons that were not very much in my control.
Yeah, it's such a, especially one of the upgrades is movement speed, and I don't know that it's good.
This
like
God damn
because
it.
the faster you go, the less you have control, basically, right? So it gets harder to precisely move your character around.
Not only does this game launch full screen, naughty, but if you hit escape, it closes the application.
Oh.
Let me
Wow.
bring this up on stream. Naughty. This is by Tyler, who should know better. Very naughty, Tyler.
Maybe he does know better and he did it on purpose.
Maybe. Just to torment me. I said no full screen. There's a rule of this jam. Anyway, let's figure out what the hell's going on here. 137.5. Is that the temperature here in Austin, Texas? Anyway,
I think it's the degree of phi, the golden ratio.
ooh.
I was going to say a radio station.
Man, are you
Hey,
trying to make me do
no.
math with numbers larger than 1? Because I have told you already that I cannot do math with numbers larger than 1.
So this was a bit of a mystery to me because I'm not actually sure I got what the game was, but I gave it a try. So
Like the visuals.
yeah, I love the kind of procedural little plants there
Yeah.
as
It
a
also has like a very 90s pants texture.
Oh, yes, I
yeah.
do love
it-
the...
It
aesthetic.
looks like a math textbook.
It
Yeah.
does!
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, absolutely.
So Tyler has participated in many of Dog Pit Jams, so he knows exactly what kind of games I like and dislike. So I feel like he's messing with me. This launching in full screen, making me do mathmas. This has some great sound design, though. Little
Yeah.
beeps and boops.
Yeah.
Okay, so and the balls shoot out of your mouse,
Yeah.
so there's some control over what's going on.
There's a way to reset as well once you've got a forest going, but
Oh, really? Because hitting escape closes the application.
oh, true. Yeah.
What is the way to reset? Closing the application?
I think there was like I was gonna say escape, but like
Enter.
maybe right click or something, or let me see if I can find it.
Well, right-click zooms, but only on the center.
Quite interesting.
R to reload.
R.
So my
so-
understanding is that you throw the balls, and those kind of accumulate. I don't quite understand like why some of them transform into plants sooner than others, but the rate at which that angle basically goes up is multiplied by the multiply by number slider. And I think your goal is to try and hit 137.5.
I see.
That
But
sounds
it's
really
just
funny.
kind of impossible. Like you've got no control, so it's kind of more of a. And I don't know if there's an end state to this. It was just, so it's kind of just a interesting.
Tyler's games are fun because there's
procedural-
always something weird going on with them.
Yeah.
I just noticed there's some motion blur on the. Also, every now and then some numbers just like show up out of nowhere. I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
I think some of the balls might be falling off.
Or maybe
Also,
they're the numbers that go with the balls.
I do want to point out just how good the balls look. They look real.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whatever
looks like the-
shader or whatever, and the very subtle motion blur on them is just really good.
Yeah, this looks. It looks like film in a way. I mean, not photorealistic, but the way they blur, the way
Yeah.
they reflect light looks photorealistic, which is fascinating.
Yeah.
This looks like the world's worst maintained, like a weed
Yeah.
plantation.
This kudzu problem is really getting out of hand.
I actually didn't notice until now that I never grew a plant this large when I was trying it out, and I never noticed that the plants would actually bounce off of the
Yeah, there's some physics
the
going
leaves.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some complex physics going on.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like it's just capsules. It might be, bipolygon, which
Mhm.
I guess we're kind of at that point in technology where we don't have to fake it as much anymore.
Well, this thing does have an RTX card.
Oh, it's gonna breach the camera.
Oh boy. Let's see if we get to that point. I still have no idea what the hell's going on, but this
Yeah,
is interesting.
I was kind of left puzzled as well, but I did like the fact that the petals actually use whatever the final number the ball lands on, I guess, as the angle between each petal.
Ah.
Because
so you're-
essentially that's why the golden ratio, or that's one of the representations of the golden ratio in nature is that like plants will use it to spread their
Yeah.
leaves in a way that obstructs previous leaves the least, I guess, right?
Yeah, there's. I mean, you see it all the time in
Yeah.
nature with plants and animals, especially shelled animals.
Yeah.
So, old Fibonacci.
I think we've reached the camera.
So close.
Oh, whoa, the leaves are encroaching.
It's too bad Tyler's not in chat. Usually he's around when we're playing the games, but he might have been busy tonight. Because I want to know what the hell is going on here.
Tyler, what are you making us do?
Tyler, explain yourself. Oh, that was fun.
If someone ever knows, I'd love to find out. 'Cause, I was quite curious of this game.
You had like a.
Did you have to use the
133
default
down
font? I ask you. My final
there.
complaint.
Well, I mean, you know that he definitely did that one on purpose.
Yes, he's a veteran of these. He knows that I was going to comment on it.
Or he chose something that is so extremely close to the default font we can't tell the difference.
Goodness gracious.
I really can't get over just how good those little
Yeah.
red orange balls look.
And we know, by the way, they're reacting off of physics that they are 3D objects.
Yep.
Because I was wondering for a
Yep.
while if
Yep.
it was they were billboarding, but no, it appears they're actually 3D. So that's interesting.
Yeah, not just the way they're interacting, but the lighting on them, how dynamic it is. It's impossible to replicate in 2D. Well, without hand drawing about
Yeah,
2
Well-
billion
ton of
frames.
frames, yeah.
You could do it by ray marching, but at that point, it's so computationally expensive. You might as well just do it 3D.
Why bother? Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I recently, I've got a tutorial actually about how to do that in 2D with
Yeah,
billboards. If you're curious, but
I haven't watched the tutorial, but I have seen that you have that remark.
I don't do video tutorials. That's against my ethos.
I have not read in that case.
Anyway. I think I've had my fun. Tyler, you need to explain yourself. No,
that
watch the video.
really did feel like inhabiting another world for a second there.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, so the next game on the agenda is "Would You Still Love Me If I Was a Worm" by Team Rabbit Hearted.
I like the name a lot.
The answer, of course, is no.
Yeah.
I can love a lot of things, but not worms.
Worms are.
They are right out.
Well, it depends on what the worm's attached
Worms
to.
are
You
cute.
see.
If it's attached to my intestines, I have no choice.
Would you love a tapeworm?
All right. Oh, this looks like a great game.
E.T.
Oh, I'm a sucker for this kind of.
I've been
Retro.
turned into a worm,
Yeah,
sad
me
face.
too.
Sad
I
face.
love that.
But I don't know how to be a worm, sad face. Can you help
Sad
me
face.
finish my worm tasks, please? Sad face.
Sad
Love you.
Worm graduation.
Okay, we got to find the toolbox so we can fix the worm draft.
I just like a glass of water, please.
Okay, so it seems all these things have needs. It's a cool, refreshing glass. Okay, so somebody wanted water. One of these.
Yeah, I think
That looked more like a shield to me, but
a nice shield full of water.
take this. It's
Refreshing.
dangerous to go on long.
Whoa,
Ah,
there's a staircase.
and that appears
It's
to be a
heavy
book.
tome full of spells.
Yes,
A
spell
tome of
book.
spells. See, I told you it was a shield. Makes
It's a
total
bitsy
sense.
game. I see. I knew it was a fantasy console of
It's
something.
a fantasy world worm. Yeah.
World War II.
Nice.
I kind of want to see whatever that game would be. Like, I have no idea what it would be, but it.
Well, there's an old Finnish-made indie game series called Worm Wars, where basically
Nice.
Okay, somebody
control a worm fighting in a war. So I guess like a
Pretty close, yeah.
World Worm would be pretty much something like
It's
that.
a remake, right? Like the
Yeah, it's the gritty AAA reboot of.
yeah,
Yeah, the brown version of the game.
that's it. They get Christopher Nolan. Get him to do a grittier worm. I'm Worm Man.
Saving Private. I don't know.
Private
Saving Private
Worm.
Worm.
Yeah, I tried to do a Ryan Worm pun, but it's kind of hard to combine those two.
It seems I can't pick
Yeah.
up the cat. Oh, what? Oh.
I know one of them did want tissues. That one wanted tissues, apparently.
Okay.
All right. Looks like all your wormy tasks are done.
Thank you for helping me, my dear heart. Yay!
Boom.
Yay! Nice job, team. Awesome. that
Great
was
work.
cute. It's very cute. Little bitsy game.
Yeah.
All right. The next game is Infestation in all caps. I should add. It's not Infestation. It's Infestation.
Infestation.
Let's see up here.
Info Station.
You're not pronouncing it right. You gotta say it with spirit. Let's see. Infestation. Let me bring that up here.
Tyler was apparently watching on his phone, and he said we all got the right idea as to what was happening.
Oh, good.
To my recollection, that was fancy balls, Fibonacci spirals.
Survive an alien bug invasion in which your life force is a magical glowing plant. Controls WASD. Round, left click, shoot, E, interact. Okay. Let me bring that up on stream there. Oh, jeez. I've been dealing with a cockroach infestation in my own home, so I'm not...
Yeah, this is looking very anti-Shibania.
I'm not excited, but okay.
But you presumably get to kill them this time.
But I'm out of video games.
It's very true.
Oh, geez, waves of bugs. Deliver potions to your plant when your health fails. Oh, good. Oh, I don't like this already. I mean, it looks really
Nice
pretty.
line of sight. Yeah,
Yeah, I like the shadow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
From
the
an
2D
execution
shadows are very
perspective.
nice.
very cool.
Oh, jeez.
I also like that
fun.
the. Oh boy.
I got this little pea shooter.
The music is
The music
also
is
very
nice.
Hotline Miami.
I like the music, but did it have to be bugs? But very
Yes.
dramatic lighting.
Yeah. I quite like that. The bullets accelerate.
I'm pressing E, but
Like
I'm not healing,
slowly?
so I guess I don't have potion.
Really?
Oh, you've got no potions yet.
Oh, jeez.
That's weird how the bullets accelerate like that.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
and they bounce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they persist a bit too. The lighting's really pretty.
But they
Yeah.
only bounce once they hit something, I believe. Like they don't deflect off walls, basically. They're just like once they no longer function as bullets.
Unfortunate.
Oh, I found a
Oh,
potion.
there's
There you
a
go. So now you've got a.
something. Oh, and there's one remaining bug.
Oh, is there?
Yes. In the
Uh-oh.
top right there.
I
died
died
on
on
wave
wave one.
one.
I
What?
guess because I didn't kill all the bugs in time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then you
Okay,
went to
that
bed
makes
and it
sense.
crawled
Yeah,
on your foot
yeah,
and you just had to leave.
Ah!
Remember, Shibania, you're away from your current place eventually, so or
Yeah,
soon.
I'm just trying to
Yeah.
close on a townhouse. It takes so freaking long. I've done everything they wanted. Now I'm just waiting. I'm hitting exit,
Yeah.
but it's not doing anything.
Oh, the exit button doesn't work.
There is no exit.
Bugs.
There is only bugs. Yeah.
There's no exit. There's only bugs.
This is an infestation, not an outfestation.
Ah. right. I don't want to, but I will. I will try another round, for the sake of the people who
Thank
made
you
this
for
game,
your sacrifice.
which seems very thoughtfully made, very nicely made. I don't want to play a
much
game
worse
with
about
bugs.
teasing you for this if you were not moving.
That's
But I'd
okay.
still probably do it anyway.
It's okay. I've accepted. I don't want to fight bugs. Oh well.
Hey,
You like bugs so much that you don't want to fight them.
just a pacifist example to us all.
Yeah, that's exact. That's not. I'm scared. I'm scared I'm gonna hurt them. That's what I'm scared of.
It's not them, it's you.
Exactly.
Oh,
I don't want to fight bugs.
But Shibania, just to check, if you don't like bugs much, do you consider spiders or centipedes to be worse?
Centipedes are
terms of,
obviously worse than
no.
spiders.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
how are
proportional to
spiders
the amount of
compared to,
legs.
like,
Yeah.
ants?
Well, also because most spiders are not harmful to humans. But
they
centipedes,
Centipedes are also often useful for humans. Some centipedes are poisonous, but centipedes and spiders both help humans in many
oh,
situations.
fine,
But
be practical like
they
that.
are icky.
But if I
can-
had to encounter one, I'd pick a spider over centipede.
Yeah, I can chill with the spider, kind of. Centipede, that gets me right the fuck out. I don't want to. Ooh.
Yeah, I've actually gotten a few spiders in my house that I let cozily stay. I'm like, thank you for your service.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's a
those
potion,
another
but it's
thing
not
now.
letting you pick up the
Same.
potion.
Yeah, these days I try to leave most spiders alone, but
Yeah.
Why
you
is
know,
it
if
letting
they
me pick up
violate
the
the social
potion?
contract,
Yeah. you can't crawl on me. I'm sorry. That's the line.
I can't
Yeah.
get
You
the
gotta
potion.
go. Yeah.
That's
So
annoying.
that potion's actually more of like which potion is active right now. So
Oh.
you see it on your UI as well.
Oh.
From my understanding. So it's like you need to pick up the potion. And that was one of the things I was kind of curious about that I didn't quite understand. But you find potions in this level. So on the left there, yeah, you've got one. So now you've got that that kind of potion in your inventory. And when it becomes its turn, I guess, then you can consume it.
I see.
huh.
Oh.
No, you could attack through the cracks that way, actually. So I saw you
Yeah,
shot
cover-
one through the
Cover
objects
shooting.
there.
Yeah.
And then ran straight for
Yeah,
the
and
beetle.
I don't like bugs.
Oh, you should have said that.
Yeah, you're.
Yeah, if
Your
you would have
next-
mentioned it, I like.
I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, now if you go back to base real quick, you'll be able to
Play the
consume
game
that
more.
potions,
Oh, I see.
presumably.
No, it doesn't seem to be
Okay.
taking much of it.
Yeah, there it goes.
Oh, there we
There
go.
it is.
We got 2 more to kill. I'm gonna stop after this round anyway. We got 1 more to get through.
Yeah, and it essentially just it would be just worse and worse for you because I think the second once you clear a wave, there's always like 5 more bugs on the next one or something. I got into now there's like 12 now.
Oh, that
Just
was good.
instantly.
That was
Nope.
really well done. I really enjoyed the music, and the art was great. It was very thoughtfully put together. So nice job to the
It's like
team.
this is very great, but next game jam, no bugs allowed.
So very nicely done, Crystal Codes, Team Crystal Codes. That was a great game.
Yeah, there's a lot of great stuff in
Don't
that
take
game.
it
I was quite
personally that
impressed.
I noped out of that pretty quickly.
You know, to celebrate the jam being over, we should all play.
What did you say?
We should all play EDF, Earth Defense Force.
That one is okay because it's goofy kaiju bugs.
Yeah,
You know-
I mean, I guess they're still just giant bugs.
I guess so. But you
It's
got
like,
guys going EDF, and it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
next
the-
dog bit jam is going to be like a pesticide
Oh
jam.
Lord, no, because you'd have to see bugs. All right,
Oh yeah,
all right,
okay.
all right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This game is Ascension by Team Vulture Party.
I love this
All right.
this title screen. It is
Yeah,
just great.
Very simple.
Yeah.
It's sad
the
as
art is something else.
I'm tight on
yeah.
money right now, so I canceled on Patreon, and it was the day before they put the patrons in the credits, so I didn't get it, despite having been a patron for like 2 years. But anyway, but that's not why we're here. That's cute.
Points deducted.
Oh no, I wouldn't do that. Oh right, I should probably use Gamepad for this.
I do enjoy when games have gamepad support. For me personally, WASD hurts and tires out my hand.
Yeah, it hurts too. Yeah.
So if we got gamepad controls on a game, I'm 99% of the time going to use those.
Ah, dang it! I'm using Gamepad, but I had this problem before this with their game, and I should have remembered, but I cannot figure out how to accept.
Start button. I don't know what gamepad you're using, so I don't
I'm using an Xbox. Oh, it's X. X is choose.
Personally, I'm very much a keyboard person, so when I make games, adding gamepad support is always the kind of like a, oh, do I really have to do this? I guess I do. Kind of thing.
Oh wow, look at this. Look at the smears on this.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a good art.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
juicy.
Good retro
Yeah, also
style.
very old school. I was quite surprised by that. The two games in my batch were kind of reminiscent of like old NES games.
Yeah, this is.
fair.
I mean, this is super
Even
retro in a
before.
very
Oh yeah,
cool
this
way.
looks great. Oh whoa, what the
Yeah.
fuck just happened? I'm a ghosty now.
So, yeah, it looks like you put on a robe of some kind.
Yeah, it seems like when I'm in the light, I'm a spooky ghosty.
Yeah, you don't like the light. Similar to a cockroach.
Wah.
So-
I noticed there are
barking.
these hands on the other
Which
side.
one of you is barking?
Sorry, I'm barking.
Oh fuck!
Okay,
What the
it's
fuck?
fine.
Ooh, creepy. I died from something or another.
Mm-hmm.
See, there's some sort of encroaching hands or something.
Yeah, and it seemed
Death
to
by
curse you and your
something.
ancestors. So
Yeah.
Well, fuck! Ugh. There seems to be something like primally freaky about pixel art with creepy things. I think it's that sort of like fear of the ghost in the machine or the haunted cartridge.
yeah, like
There's something particularly scary about it.
pixel art horror stuff. Just it hits different.
Yeah.
Mortis.
Because jeez.
Oh, they became regular grabby hands in the light.
But yeah, I think something about it hits on some sort of weird, deep level because there's that, I guess, fear that the actual game itself is haunted. Also, these folks, Vulture Party, have a history of making haunted games that look like they're haunted in that way. Like
That's really
the game
cool.
is
They're
malicious
not
towards
actually
you
haunted?
specifically.
That's a
Nice.
Fuck.
shame.
Oh,
Less nice.
I didn't even know you could dodge those.
Oh, I see.
but,
They're feathers
it-
that make you jump better. Maybe.
Well, it's if ever you drop essentially parts at a flame, they'll go away for a little while. So so if you picked up one of those like pieces, yeah, there you go. See, now you give it them, they back off for a little bit.
Oh, so you
So-
gotta.
In essence, it's your that's your soft lock.
Yeah, it's like a timer or something.
Dang
It's
it.
like you need to keep progressing, right?
Yeah.
Another.
Well, the jump's a bit finicky. Oh, there's your household goods. It's just a spooky ghost.
And you've spawned a second.
Yeah, another fire. That's
Yeah.
don't know how that happened, but it's cool, and the visual effect of it is really cool.
Yeah,
yeah.
like meta ball kind of
The jump
Yeah,
is a little hard to
kind of
control.
merge together. Right?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Ah!
Oh, it's a balloon.
Ha! It is very, very effectively creepy.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh, how can you folks do this to me? I'm bad at video games. At least it seems forgiving in that.
Final block has had a lot more Shibania noises than previous.
Dang it!
Yes.
I don't quite understand the jump yet. It's like carrot game. I don't understand.
If
this
the
jump.
jumping is awkward, then that's very accurately retro.
Spooky. You know I'm easily scared, right?
Yeah, it's a stressful
You easily
freaking
scared.
game. Like,
Dang it!
I think you have to
yeah,
hold it.
you can double jump as well. So
Yeah,
that
I'm
might help,
trying. But I don't seem to get much air.
yeah, you need to hold it for a while.
Oh
So
jeez.
it's more of a
Hold to continue. to
yeah,
go
like
up.
you hold, it goes up, and then hold it. I found it a little wonky as well.
Oh jeez.
So it's almost more like thrust than it is an actual jump.
Yeah, but it's still like small bursts, I guess. So
It seems
it's
unpredictable.
really just like you can only go so high essentially. Like
The
you,
double jump seems unpredictable though, because it feels like sometimes I'm hitting it in the same way, but it behaves differently.
yeah, yeah. There was a bit of. I also like you get a little better with it over time, but I still had a bit of a hard time. I'm not a very good platformer, so that's not really
Oh, yeah,
indication
I'm
of
so
much.
bad
But
at platforming.
it might be the genre I'm worse at. There you go.
Would it make for a good platformer?
Oh wow! Damn.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
That looks
That's
awesome.
cool.
yeah. The art's really great in this.
Oh goodness. Now we're back to why?
It needs like a, kind of the thriller voice, the
Oh goodness.
in the dark,
Vincent
the
Price.
or whatever, right? Like you're just like, God damn it.
Foulest stenches in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm easily scared. This is not cool. It's actually
Yeah,
I'm really enjoying the
I feel
I'm
like they
enjoying
did
the easily
a
scared
good.
part. It's highly entertaining.
well, I mean that's why y'all are here. That's why we're all here is to see you bad at video games. That's the appeal.
Okay, so next Dog Pit Jam will be Horror Jam.
That's
that'd
we already
be-
had spooky
that'd be
screensaver jam. My poor heart can't take anymore.
That's too bad because I actually have a project I'd quite like to work on.
Maybe it should be like Ennui or like existential horror jam.
Yeah, Dread Jam works.
Yeah, Dread Jam. I like that. That's
I mentioned the other day
United States healthcare system 2022
that
jam.
I do enjoy like a creepy atmosphere that doesn't actually involve horror elements, just for like I don't know. Like we had a game that talked about sort of like life being almost wiped out, and it was just for this melancholy, sad
Oh,
vibe.
yeah.
Yeah, like
that
an
atmosphere.
unsettling
Yes.
atmosphere without kind of outright horror could be cool. Like
That's it.
Setting
Despite
jam.
despite my whining and belly aching, I'm really having a good time. This is a really beautiful game.
Well, the fact that you're still playing it.
Yeah. Haven't given up yet.
Yeah, and I'm actually quite frightened with games too. I hate horror in general, movies and
Uh-oh.
and the
If
like.
it tries
I'm
to
just
get me
like,
here, I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm in a lucky situation where I used to be very badly affected, especially by horror movies. But ever since I started taking depression medication, my being horrified by things has gone way down, and I'm glad about that. It's easier to live when you are not so afraid of dark.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm
Side
on
effects may
antidepressants
include
right now,
not
but
being afraid of movies anymore. Right?
Being afraid of what? Boobies?
we're always afraid of
No
boobies here.
boobies.
You know. Respect the
I
boobies.
definitely heard you said boobies, and I was like, that could be.
Oh God, so soft, so round, so scary.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
No, I'm quite sure I said movies, but maybe it was
I heard
the
movies.
French,
movies.
Maybe
Okay,
that's what
I
Sonya
only know
Mindham
because
Poulet?
now I thought you said like boogeyman or something like that because
Oh, okay.
I
Interesting.
heard you say, start the word with B for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
Several
Eco
times
says
over.
in chat, fun fact, these enemies are based off of household objects I was scared of as a kid. Oh, nice.
Oh,
The TV.
Oh, that's really cool.
I
can
like
see how
that
TV could be
detail.
scary.
hanger, or
I do
like
some
that
sort of
the-
freaky lamp, fans.
Oh, jeez. Whew.
Nice.
You're doing really good at so I was just
fuck.
my reaction
Oh.
to the hands. Oh, they got you on the backswing. That's terrible.
Damn.
But my reaction to the hands was just to essentially I'd like grab a few, get to a the second they would pop up, basically I would get to a fire with whatever parts I had, and then
That's a good
just
plan.
keep whacking the closest one and get back to a fire and drop the goods off, I guess.
still haven't figured out how the double jump works.
Yeah, it was really
Jeez.
weird to me too. I just kind of tried
It's
so long as I could hit the next level, I was okay, but yeah, it's hard.
I feel that many games where double jump is limited so that, for example, you can only double jump when going up or something like that. Like there's a time frame during which you can do the double jump. Almost always feel kind of difficult to.
I've played
Deal
games with
with?
good feeling double jumps in my time. Well,
Yeah,
it's not that this feels
I
bad. It's just feels
personally, I
unpredictable.
think like all good double jumps let you do it at any point during the their time.
I think that's also like a question of how fast your jump is. Because like I used to play Super Smash Brothers nonstop, and they had
Oh,
double
yeah.
jump in there, and
That double
and
jump
but
feels
I
pretty
think
good.
it's just the responsiveness of the jump. If you move up quickly, then it just feels like, oh, I want to go very high. You just double tap rather than just like tap, wait a certain amount until you've moved up or something. But
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. But
In
this
the-
was like
in
an old
Super
school
Smash
like
Bros.
That animation's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
To my knowledge, I don't know that there's an ending to this game. There might be, but I was just kind of content with having won a few times and being like, you know what,
feels like a
that's
very
good
solid
enough for me.
The mechanic of the hands that get you if you get too far from the fire for a long time is actually really interesting for encouraging progression. And it's really creepy.
Yeah.
I love it. This team Vulture Party has consistently been really good at like tapping into super primal horror fears. It's a strength of theirs that they display consistently. So once again, they knock it out of the park. Especially like the half bleeding thing as you leave the light is so creepy, so effective.
I am going to have to check out more by this team because
They've won this jam before. They're
nice.
quite good, yeah. Some returning champions.
In this corner.
And they do excel particularly in retro-styled games. Like they won Game of Jam for LCD Jam.
I'm really curious about that kind of metaball shade thing they've got going on, because that shape is a little weird, right? That little protruding
Yeah,
light
just where
you've
they,
got there, right?
where they
I
connect.
feel like I'm
Yeah,
slowly figuring out
the
double
connection's a
jump.
little odd to me, but I'm
What's the
curious
engine?
Yeah.
It's probably Unity. I think it's Unity, yeah.
I know we love Unity here, even though my only real experience is in Unreal.
I've never said I loved Unity. I've just said the only thing worse than Unity is not Unity.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've been using Unity for a little while, and it's like, I'm actually really glad that I wrapped around most of their main system so I don't use their code so much. But
Oh yeah. Still, like I see people. Someone was asking me for advice because they were trying to write their own 3D renderer, and I'm just like, just don't.
yeah, that's a mistake
No,
at this point in time. There's no point.
Yeah.
Like for
Just go
gameplay
proprietary.
systems,
Let
like
someone
physics or
else
whatever,
do
yeah,
that.
write over Unity, but don't write your own renderer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not going to do
Like,
it.
unless that's what you want to be doing in life, right? Like, if your goal is to make a game, don't write an engine. But if your goal is to be a guy that works at like Unreal or something, and you want to then go nuts. But
Yeah, but if it's just for a game, oh my
yeah,
god.
that's
Yeah, this reminds me of there was a roguelike developer who started working on the sequel to the roguelike, and they, after some time, said that, okay, I'm actually going to start over with this sequel,
Oh, jeez.
and I'm going to create my own programming language
Why?
for making the sequel. I don't know, because it gives them more freedom technically, but yeah, it's definitely
More
like
freedom
a
to not work on a
yeah,
game.
like-
Going out to live in the woods naked gives me absolute freedom. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah,
Eaten by a bear.
Exactly.
create your own society. In order
Yeah.
to make a roguelike, you
Whoa.
first need to invent the universe.
yeah.
This is really awesome. Simply superb. Great vibe, great visuals. I'm going to sit down for now. But that was a great way to end the jam on a high note, or in the live stream on a high note. So fantastic work from Team Boulder Party, and fantastic work from everybody who's entered this jam, because most of these entries have been really strong. I'm very impressed. I encourage everybody to go and vote for your pick on Community Choice. Voting right now, it says it's going to close on Friday. It's going to stay open until the judging stream airs. It may be that we're not going to air it on Friday because we won't be able to get all the judges together by then. But stay tuned for more announcements along those lines. So let's see, that out of the way. Yeah, we'll go on down the line and say our goodbyes to everybody. I guess we'll go alphabetically to keep order. So starting with Colin, if you've got any parting remarks for the stream.
So these were all great submissions, and I think even though we're critical sometimes, I think it's really important to remember that making any game is a difficult endeavor, and it's quite impressive given the time constraints. And so I'm quite impressed with every submission here. So great job, everyone.
Yeah, I just want to reiterate what Colin just said. Every submission did a good job, just by nature of getting a submission in. You had 2 weeks to make a game, and you did it, and that is something worth celebrating on its own. And it can be tough to hear and take criticism, but criticism isn't to make you feel bad. If we criticize something, it's because we want to see it and therefore you get better. So it's always something to keep in mind, both in game jams and in life in general. But just good work and congratulations to everyone, and I'm looking forward to see who wins.
Yeah, I've definitely, at some points when we have been going through these games, I've been pondering on whether kind of like we should tone down the commenting on things that don't quite work, because it can definitely send the wrong message. But I also think that people probably understand that we are kind of like we are technically judging the things that work in the games and things that don't work in the games, but ultimately anything being there at all is already amazing. Although I'm definitely also saying criticism because I love being beaten up, so I'm trying to rile people to come to Finland and like clock me in the face. So
yes, it's they come to Finland and beat up Hemply Jam.
But yeah, thank you very much for all the submissions, and there's been a lot of really cool stuff and a lot of very very high variance. I appreciate how like how much people how much variety there is in submissions for the dog pit jams. That's a cool thing to see.
Awesome. And my parting comment is this is the 11th jam I've organized and hosted. And I'm so humbled and proud to have been able to host these jams for y'all, because they wouldn't be able to happen if y'all didn't keep showing up. So thanks so much for showing up and submitting games. So we'll say goodnight for now, and you'll hear from us soon about when the judging stream is. So bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.